I just don't want to put any more stress on my family.
Everyone's family is a little bit f***ed up. But I promise you, if you think yours is bad, they are not as messed up as the Grahams. I'm gonna tell you all about Hereditary, but first, please subscribe to Universe for more movie reviews, TV breakdowns, and deep dives into the stuff you love. This movie will really make you think about how you deal with grief. Some people lash out at the people around them, and others close up completely. Every member of the Graham family deals with the loss differently. But as in any great horror movie, shit starts to go south for the Grahams. A dysfunctional family isn't a particularly original source for horror, and Hereditary doesn't blow the horror genre wide open. It's just really good, terrifying, old school, classic feeling horror. Its greatest strength is that it never lets up. Hereditary takes its major cues from classic horror movies like The Shining and Rosemary's Baby. If your tastes are more modern, it has a lot in common with The Babadook, although it is way scarier. Okay, just look at the Grahams' house. It's dark, claustrophobic, full of shadows where things might be hiding, but it also feels like a real place. I really love the look of this treehouse. It looks like a furnace, and with the themes of death and grieving, it made me think of cremation. Like all great horror, Hereditary is full of tiny details like this, foreshadowing and hints that give it a sense of inevitability. It will also benefit from multiple viewings. That's if you can make it through. Hereditary isn't gratuitous or gory, but it will test you. One reason is that it doesn't have a typical horror movie structure where the tension builds until it finally erupts into all-out terror, like the part at the end of the slasher movie when people are just running and screaming. Instead, Hereditary is all build up right until the very end. There's no catharsis, and you'll still be holding your breath and clenching your knuckles as you leave the theater. That constant build-up can make Hereditary feel a little bit slow, but it always snaps you back to attention somehow, and it doesn't rely on jump scares at all. There are some scenes in this movie that are legitimately so shocking. And in my screening, the woman sitting next to me screamed at the top of her lungs at one point, "Oh God, no!" And that was in the first act. I've never seen a reaction like that from anyone in a movie theater. I watched A Quiet Place, and as scary things are happening, people are going, oh no, don't do that, don't go over there, why are you being so loud? And in this movie, it's like existential dread as you're watching it. It helps that the characters are so well developed throughout the movie, and all of the lead actors do a really great job with some honestly really intense material. Alex Wolff, yes, from Jumanji, does incredible work. Millie Shapiro is this weird little girl, and you always feel a little uncomfortable about her, like you're never really sure what her deal is. Anne Dowd from The Handmaid's Tale and like a million other things does her creepy Anne Dowd thing. Toni Collette is just gut-wrenching as a mother and a wife who makes it feel like reality is breaking down along with her. So here's what's good. Hereditary is unpredictable in its pacing and in its story. The characters are all really well developed and the performances are really complex and really make you fall in love with the characters even as reality crumbles around them. The set and the visual design overall is just so detailed. There's so many small hints and foreshadowing in this movie, and it is shockingly scary. I don't have any real complaints about this movie, but I will say that at times it starts to feel a little bit slow before it jars you back to reality again, and it does rely on some familiar tropes and themes for the horror genre. Hereditary isn't too far up its own ass when it comes to its themes and metaphors, but it does leave things open to interpretation a little bit. When it's over, you won't really know quite how to feel, but if you love great horror, you're gonna be dying to see it again. What's your favorite horror movie, and how do you feel about jump scares? Let us know in the comments below, or hit me up on Twitter. I am @RogueCheddar, and once again, thank you for watching.